Well, thanks for having us. It's great to finally see you again.
I know, it's been a while.
Too long. And I can't think of a better place or a better reason than to come up here and see the new venture, which is outstanding. So
thank you.
Tell us where we are, because it's incredible.
So we are at Laurel Glen Vineyard, which is a plateau at about 1,000-foot elevation on the east-facing slope of Sonoma Mountain. Sonoma Mountain is a very important windbreak against the Pacific influence.
Okay.
West of here, it is far too foggy and windy to grow Cabernet Sauvignon. The best you can do is Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. It's only when you crest the mountain and start coming down the eastern slope that you have enough protection from the fog and the wind. So we face east here, which I consider a great strength. Some might argue with me.
Okay.
But for me, what's so special about our eastern exposure is we are above the fog line and we're not shaded by the mountain in the afternoon. So we get really good light throughout the day, but we don't get the burning heat of the afternoon sun.
Right.
So here, the grapes ripen slowly and at full ripeness retain this lovely acidity.
Okay.
And in my opinion, that is what makes the wine so special, is that sort of minerality, that sort of core of brightness and freshness.
Balanced with the acidity and the tannins, and it just completes the whole cycle.
Exactly. Well said.
Thank you. Well, it's interesting because balance, people talk about balance all the time. So what does balance mean to you and the partners that you have?
Well, so you know, I spent many, many years working in the Napa wine business, and I love Napa Cabernet, but it can be a little overpowering. So what I appreciate about these wines is that they age very gracefully. They are a wonderful complement to food. You can enjoy them by themselves without, feeling like you're having a meal. You know, they're just a little more subtle than what you expect when you think California Cabernet, but in a very good way.
Right. A little bit more elegant in that capacity. And the vineyard is special not only because of its location, but it has a pretty impressive history.
It has a great history.
And now with your involvement, is that what drew you to the property? Or what were some of the aspects where you said, wow, I want to be able to make that wine?
Well, so when I was looking for a winery to buy, a good fruit source was kind of my #1 priority.
Okay.
And what I feel so blessed, when it comes to Laurel Glen Vineyard, is this is a great vineyard for Cabernet Sauvignon. It was first planted Cabernet in the 1960s. It's proven itself many times over to, have the perfect soils, the perfect climate, everything to produce really distinctive Cabernet Sauvignon. So for me, that was like an opportunity not to be...
not to miss.
Not to let slip through your fingers. And we have now our certified organic with CCOF, which I'm very proud of. And for me, it's not, okay, it's something to brag about, but it's much more a commitment to the health of this vineyard. I feel like I am the steward of this very special place, and to me, that's part of responsible stewardship. So, there are many reasons for doing it.
And the portfolio of the wines you produce, what are we looking at from a case production that you're able to get out of the vineyard, and what are you after in that capacity?
Our goal is, about 2.5 to 3 tons an acre. So that produces in the neighborhood of about 3,000 cases of wine.
Okay. So nothing massive by any stretch of the imagination.
No, nothing massive.
Fantastic. So you have much greater control in that capacity. And is there a desire to add more wine to the portfolio through other varietals, or what's the vision?
So I really like that we are Cabernet specialists. Okay. This vineyard is planted exclusively to Cabernet Sauvignon, with the exception of one row of vines that dates back to the 1880s.
Wow.
Every other vine on the property is Cabernet Sauvignon, and I love that focus.
Well, the property is amazing and the wine speaks for itself, so I think we should enjoy some more.
Cheers.